What's up guys, Mano here and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we will be taking this crazy motorcycle out for a spin and see what it's all about. This bad boy over here. Stay tuned. Alright, this is a 2019 Harley-Davidson FatBob lent to me by my good friend Alan Adolfo. Big shout out to you, Mr. Adolfo. And also he is the owner of 5 Aces Car Display. He has one of the biggest used car display centers here in Cebu. And if you're looking for a, pretty good, or should I say a decent used car, for a fair price, hit him up. He's got a collection of vehicles from small to big, SUVs, pickup trucks, and a whole lot of things. Also luxury cars like these Mercedes, these Mustangs, and so on and so forth. He has, pre-filtered all of those vehicles. So they've been checked, they're quality inspected, they're really good. And he prices those at a really good price. He also accepts trade-in, financing, and he also accepts cryptocurrency as payment. Anywho, again, this is the 2019 Harley-Davidson FatBob with a 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 motor. As you can see there, that's a massive engine. Okay, this is generally stock except for this air filter over here, and it allows the engine to breathe more, a lot better. Okay. All right, let's take it out for a spin, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts and opinions about this bike. And because I have never ridden this bike, especially the FatBob, but I have experienced the Softail standard and the Lowrider S. If you've seen those videos, check us out. If you haven't seen those, check those out. But this time this is going to be about the FatBob. I'm really excited about this bike. Alright, for a start, basic controls. You got your kill switch, right turn signals, left turn signals. You got your horn, the mode select, lights. So pretty basic. It's got a cable actuated clutch, hydraulic brake, 2 discs in the front, of course, and disc brake at the back. Anywho, we're gonna be taking the FatBob through, Cebu City traffic, and we'll see how this bike fares. Damn. This seat is very comfortable. I like the lower back support. This is my first time on the FatBob, and I can say I really like the seating position. I'm 6'1", and as you can see, my feet are flat on the ground with my knees bent. The reach to the handlebars is very, very neutral. It's got a wide, handlebar. Kind of like it, It reminds me of the VTX. If you haven't seen that video, watch that later. I did a full review on that, my long-term ownership on that. This bike is, by the way, for sale by 5 Aces. I'll tell you the price later. It's ridiculously, priced low, considering the year and the miles, kilometers that it has. It only has like 5,000 kilometers on the clock, and it's generally stock. It's still in warranty. Right, time to go. So we are in the North Reclamation area, probably one of the few places in Metro Cebu that has big, wide roads. Let's open it up. Traffic. This is basically the test that I want to put the FatBob into. Cebu City traffic is crazy as fuck. It has always been. A lot of cars are out on the streets, and it's post-pandemic already. Okay. I really like the seating position of the FatBob because it's very neutral. Although it has these forward control pegs, but they don't feel very far out forward. They feel like somewhat like forward mid controls. There's somewhere between a forward control and a mid control, and I like it very much. A very neutral seated position. See the stupid truck over. Hey. I hope this camera is recording. I hope I still have memory. I've been in third gear like the whole time. ABS works really nice. Just as rear brake. Yeah, guy on a Honda NC750. Alright, we're gonna go straight. We're gonna go back to JSY gasoline service station, the place where I work, because I'm gonna have lunch and then I'm gonna continue with the review later on, because we're gonna do a really old school style moto vlog right now. And I promised Alan that I'm gonna try and sell this bike, and I'll be visiting two guys within the day. Hopefully one of them buys. If they don't buy it, well, better luck next time. Try and sell this online.
A few moments later.
Ethan? Alright, gassed up. We're leaving the gasoline station, JSY gasoline service station, and we're gonna do some errands because this bike is for sale, and I'm doing old school salesman work, like house to house, trying to get a buyer for this motorcycle. I don't understand, why is it that, here in the Philippines, the FatBob is not, it's like underappreciated. It is a nice bike. I've been riding this bike for a bit already, like probably like 30 minutes, from Alan's place to the gas station, and I forgot to press record though. And it is a very nimble bike, and it's very torquey. And I like it a lot. The seating position is very neutral. The seat itself is comfortable, and it's very manageable in traffic. Like right now, where we're going, I'm gonna show you how or what the traffic is here in Cebu. See that guy, bicycle. Okay, we'll be lane splitting through this. This bike is pretty nimble for an 1800cc, 650-pound motorcycle. By the way, this has 6-speed manual transmission and a cable actuated clutch, which I really like. I hate hydraulic clutch because they leak, just like right now with the VTX. It's suffering from leak. I was supposed to use it earlier, but no, decided, the VTX decided, to shit itself and leak clutch fluid all over the place. Okay, all right, this is typical traffic here in Cebu. Hey, somebody's feet. Yeah, if you're a big guy like me, you can manhandle this bike easily. But if you're smaller or shorter, vertically challenged, well, I suggest you find something else. But for a guy, as big as me, this is perfect. I like it a lot. I don't understand why people don't like this. Maybe it's because it's not it doesn't look like a traditional Harley-Davidson with a round headlight. It doesn't look like a Heritage. This actually feels like a supermoto in a way, you know, with the wide handlebars. Woo! See. All right. See all these motorcycles, you know. That's the reason why, you know, you don't ride a big motorcycle here in Cebu City. But I'm going to show you because I want to. Yeah, that horn definitely has to go. That horn sucks. Yeah, I really like the seating position. I'm very upright. I can move forward if I want. I can lean forward. And I got the back support. The foot controls are, yeah, somewhat forward. They're like mid forwards, like, but leaning more to the forward side. But yeah, they're okay, you know. I like these. They're pretty comfy. What I don't like now, though, is that I'm starting to feel the heat from the cylinder heads, you know, near my dick, and that aftermarket, the Screaming Eagle air filter. It's kind of annoying because I want to squeeze the tank with my knees, but I can't because that is blocking the way. But aside from those things, you know, everything seems okay. You know, I like it a lot. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go to my friend's house. You know, one of the prospects that I have for this bike. You know, I'm gonna go there unannounced. Gonna see if he's there, talk for a bit, offer this to him. Maybe he has a bike or a car that he wants to get rid of, and then maybe we can come up with a deal. Hopefully we get to close the deal. If not, well, okay, why not? At least I got a video for you guys. Okay, we are at the Fuente Rotunda, the roundabout here, the only roundabout here in Cebu City. Yeah, if I was using the GoPro, you know, I would be showing you way more of this place. You know, how miserable the place. There's no rules here. There are only two rules in traffic here in the Philippines. Is number one is don't get hit, and number two, yeah, number one, don't get hit. Number two, don't hit anybody. That's it. Stop that. Let's do a quick brake test. Oh, I like it. I don't get it. You know, a lot of people say that Harley brakes suck. They're actually pretty okay. So, yeah, I'm not wearing my usual gloves. These are my old gloves. Couldn't find the Moto Wolf gloves. I don't know where I placed them. Yeah, if you yeah, you know what? I think this is the one. This is the bike that I want. You know, unfortunately, I am poor as a doorknob right now. I don't have cash with me. I don't even have cash in my wallet right now. But if I had, like, you know, if I could afford this bike, oh yeah, I would definitely get one. Probably add a few things here and there, you know, to make it, you know, better. For me, I would probably go for a slightly taller riser. I like the bars as is. I'm not gonna put a windshield because hell, you know, Cebu City, it's mostly low speeds. Yeah, what I would add definitely is an exhaust, probably a stage 1, the full stage 1 with the air filter, not this air filter. You know, this air filter sucks. I would add probably a 2:1, probably a Bassani or something else. As long as it's 2:1. And yeah, probably a map for that. but it's not really required. Well, we'll see. I'm just dreaming, I'm just thinking about it. The added benefit to the big fat tires on the FatBob is that it also absorbs the shock and the imperfections of the road. The roads here are not as smooth as you see or think. All right, I hope my friend is here. We're gonna have a talk. I'm gonna show you around. He has a impressive collection of motorcycles and cars. I'm sure some of you might be interested because he is open to sale or to sell some of his toys. Yeah, I'll show you if he's there, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm sure you, the viewer, who's not familiar with the kind of riding that we have here, would be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, man? You drive like a madman. Well, yeah. Hey, can you blame me? I'm having so much fun right now. And I'm not like being super reckless, in traffic, I'm observing like traffic rules, sort of. And the only thing that's probably scary right now is the fact that I'm always lane splitting, darting in and out of traffic, like this. But it goes to show that the FatBob is capable of doing so. And this is actually pretty entertaining for my part, and hopefully on your part too. Okay. This is the thing called like crowd mentality. So if you see everybody like going on the other side of the street, so you might as well follow. Yeah. Something about selling, selling motorcycles and cars in general is that, people, the salespeople are like getting so lazy these days. I'm a victim of that, I'm being hypocritical also. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm speaking from experience because with the advent of Facebook and the internet, people tend to like stay at home and then watch ads in online classifieds and then, browse through ads, the feeling of going to a dealership or having that, what you call this personal interaction where they would be buyer, it's gone. So, and there's only one way for a salesman like me is to adapt to and embrace technology. Well, yeah, I do, but I still prefer the old way. Like you go to a client's house, give them a call or something, like, hey, want to buy a car or a bike? That's the thing that I miss, the human interaction. That's what I miss the most. Like about the FatBob is that, this is clean. There's nothing here. I don't mind. Yeah, a lot of people complain that why is the speedometer here, the tachometer is here. Well, dude, why are you complaining? You're not supposed to be staring at it all the time. Just a quick glance. What you need to see is like what's in front of you, right? It's like a minor thing. Hey, in fact, I can do without this. You could just give me like that one tiny screen here that's similar to the standard and the fat street bob that's just here. Yeah, but I don't mind. This is pretty good. I'm okay with this. Traffic has been very fun with this bike. And I can say that it's pretty comfortable. It's very nimble. That's the thing that I like. In spite it being so chunky, having those chunky tires, it steers really quick, handles really nice. I can do like all these crazy maneuvers, like I couldn't do on the VTX. The seating position is. For some, maybe, yeah, you'll find it like kind of awkward, but hey, let's make a U-turn here. Uh, just gonna go around town. Gonna pass by this road here. Yeah, about the seating position. I don't feel cramped up. I don't feel cramped. You know, I feel comfortable. Yeah, I can ride like this like the whole day. You know, if I was given like the opportunity to take this bike out for like a day or two on a longer trip, then yeah, I would. Yeah, kinda. As you can see, I didn't feel that bump at all. Well, yeah, I did, but if I were on something else, that bump would have been, you know, straight to my back. That one, you know, the FatBob just went through that like nothing, like a supermoto. Okay, we are in the Ayala Business Park. Tall buildings and a lot of people here. See, can you see the roads? You know, so jump here. Whoop. We're not gonna make any stoplights. Could take since there's basically no direction in my vlog right now, so I'm just gonna do some crazy stuff. Okay, make a U-turn here. It says no U-turn for public utility, but doesn't say for private. So yeah, I just skipped the intersection. Woo! And then we're gonna do the same thing in the next intersection. Yeah, still a stoplight, so I'm gonna do the same thing again. Oh, it says no U-turn, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna make a left because it is okay. Yeah. And then I'm gonna make a U-turn right here. Amazing. I was able to do that. Didn't even stop. You know, I'm really impressed right now. You know, I don't know how many times I've said it already, but you know, I'm really impressed about the handling of the FatBob. It's pretty light, it's pretty neutral, it's very flickable for despite being so big. And I've never put my foot down in traffic, you know, right, you know, the past like what, 5 minutes? Okay. Well, yeah, maybe this part. Hey, look at that. It's an H2 Hummer in Cebu. My God. Probably a super rich guy. Okay. Where to? Yeah, I just missed my entry point, so I'm just gonna find another way in. Yeah, this is the route that I took in my soft rider. Hey, that sounds in the lowrider test ride that I took. You know, I did last year. This is the exact same road. Yeah, that horn still sucks. You know, the placement of the controls is pretty, you know, I'm really getting accustomed to this already. I'm getting very comfortable with this bike right now. And really like it. Alright. See that road hazard, like guy on a bicycle. Just came out of nowhere. Hey. Yeah, see? Again, it sucks. Horn sucks. Alright. right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yeah, this bike is for sale. I think I've said that earlier. This bike is for sale. It's a 2019 FatBob 114 with a Screaming Eagle air filter, and that's just about it. And of course, the crash bars that you see here. And brand new price for this back in the day, 2019, was around 1.2 million. Do the math with the US dollar conversion rate. But right now, this bike is for sale at 990,000 pesos. That's like a huge amount, taken from the brand new retail price. And it's only got 5,000 kilometers. So if you like this bike, you could get this. And I'm just showing you around, what it's capable of. Yes, open her up. Oh yeah. Now, honestly, I've been thinking, the reason why people, don't like this, they do not like the FatBob. It's especially here in the Philippines, not a lot of people get this because it's not a traditional looking Harley, because normally when we say Harley-Davidson, we think of like a Sportster or, that kind of silhouette, or something like along the lines of a Fat Boy or Electro Deluxe or Road Glide. But when it comes to FatBob, it's not really up there. The FatBob is something that you have to experience for yourself. It's not something that you just look at a picture and read about on the internet or in a magazine. Do people still read magazines? No, this is a bike that you have to experience for yourself, and I tell you, this is a wonderful bike. It is an awesome bike. It handles really well. The power is right then and there. Despite it being big and powerful, the power is very useful here, especially in this kind of traffic situation. Do something like this. Try doing something like this on any other bike. Yeah, most like what I'm doing is basically what supermoto riders or people on standards do on the street. So I think it's safe to say that you can classify the FatBob as a standard. I've ridden a lot of motorcycles, back in the day. I used to have a Super 4 Honda. I used to have a MT-07, which we sold. Look, it was a while ago. Yeah, I still have VTX. I had a DRZ 400. If you are Filipino and then you're asking like, what the hell, what are you talking about these bikes? Those bikes are not available here in the Philippines. Well, yeah, I know. That's because I find them, and I have a way of finding those bikes and getting those bikes. Yeah, remember that Kawasaki Vulcan review that I did? That was a fun bike. And this one, the FatBob, is like a bigger, faster version of that. Open road. Hey, let's open her up. Yeah. Well, I think this is the first time. Was that the fourth gear or fifth gear? Woo. Brake test again. Oh yeah, that ABS is amazing, man. People who say that Harley Davidsons are for old people. Well, you know what? Go experience one for yourself. Check it out. Ride one, especially the FatBob. If you're gonna test ride any modern Harley Davidson with an M8 motor with a soft tail line, go with the FatBob. I tell you, it will surprise you. Let's say you're from an adventure bike, from a GS 1200. Yeah, there's one in the garage at home. And I used to work for BMW. as well. I've been all over the place. I've got been to a lot of companies. I've ridden a lot of motorcycles, and I tell you what, coming from a BMW GS, this is probably one of the most fun cruisers that I've ever experienced. Coming from a GS, coming from an Africa Twin, coming from a DRZ, this is probably the most fun that I've ever had on any bike or Harley, especially a Harley. I wasn't a fan of Harley-Davidson before. Harley, you made a fan of me already.
A few moments later.
Yeah, just made a quick stop here at Suzuki Auto Cebu, where I used to work. Well, sad to say, nobody's here. People that I used to know are not here, and there's no luck with sales. Finding a buyer for this one. I just hope I get to sell this online. I guess it's time for me to return this bike to its rightful owner. Well, I may not have made a deal today for this bike. It wasn't even expected. I was not expecting to sell this bike today, because I know the economy sucks, and money is a bit, it's like towards the end of the month of June, and my God, June is probably the busiest month ever for me, I think for everybody. And it's almost payday, and when it's payday, bills come in as well. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to sell this today, but I am very happy that I was able to ride this bike today. I got to experience it like for a half day. Holy shit, what the fuck? Just look at that stupid idiot over there. See that blue car over there? That blue car over there? You made a wrong turn, man. Also this guy. Anyway, I'm extremely happy that I got to experience this bike. I've been wanting to ride this like for a really long time, ever since Alan told me that, hey, there's a bike over here, there's a Harley here that you could sell for me. Yeah. And this is probably the most fun Harley-Davidson that I've ever ridden. Period. I'm sure there are more out there, but this is probably my new favorite Harley-Davidson. Yeah, last year it was the Standard or the Street Bob, but I think this is going to be my new favorite, the FatBob. Again, it's light, surprisingly light. It has the power. It handles really well, as you can see in my video. If you reach all the way to this part, holy shit, it's raining. It's raining. Yeah, so I would highly recommend this bike to anybody who is looking for a fast Harley-Davidson that handles really well, and it's surprisingly light and very comfortable. Yeah, I'm not being biased here. I'm not being paid for by anybody. I'm not paid for by Harley-Davidson. Hell, Alan, the 5 Aces, doesn't even pay me to do this shit. But I do side work for him, as a freelance sales consultant. And I tell you what, these are my honest opinions about the bike. I really like this bike, period. If I had the money, if I had like at least ₱1 million right now, I would buy this bike today. Sad to say, I don't have that amount of money. And this bike is going to be a keeper if ever I do get it. But I don't care what other people say, how it looks like. Yeah, I know it doesn't look like a Harley. It looks like earlier today, a fellow motorist, like earlier today, a fellow motorist told me, hey, is that a new Yamaha? Well, really? that's something else. Somebody mistook a Harley for a Yamaha. Well, I get it, because it doesn't look like a Harley in the first place, because of the headlight and the bobbed rear fender and the chunky tires. Yeah, I totally understand. And that's also one thing that I like about the FatBob, because it is different. It's not a traditional looking Harley. It is something else cooler. It's a FatBob. The name alone, FatBob. What would be interesting though, if to see somebody, or should I say maybe Harley, keep this platform, maybe do some improvements. The chassis geometry is like, for me, it's perfect. Somebody put a 117. Those new 117s are like, especially on the lowrider ST and the touring models. Oh, that would be crazy on this one. Yeah, I know that you can put a 131 crate motor in this one. That it would be wild, bro. That would be sick. But as is, this one 114 bone stock, this is fun, man. I have no complaints, and again, I do not understand why. This does not sell here in the Philippines. It is the most underappreciated Harley, in my opinion. Anyway, that's it for this video. It's raining. Shit, I don't have rain gear. Time for me to return this bike. Hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. And if you want more content from me, feel free to subscribe. As always, see you next time. Bye. See this car over here? Yeah, by the way, if you're looking for the pre-owned car, don't forget to visit 5 Aces. I'll put the link in the description below to the Facebook page. If you are in the Philippines, especially in Cebu and the Visayas region, or if you're planning to buy a car here in Cebu, check them out. They have good prices and a big inventory. As is, as always, see you next time. Bye.